Did you know that the Giza pyramid, Khufu, is made up of 2 million blocks? Well, imagine we want to build our own small pyramid here that looks something like this. The lowest layer is made up of 9 blocks, 3 times 3. And then the second layer is made up of a 2 by 2 grid block. And then the last layer is just this one block. This pyramid is made up of 14 blocks, 1 plus 4 plus 9. Now think, what if we wanted to add another layer underneath that's made up of 5 by 5 blocks? How many total number of blocks would we need to build that pyramid? What if we wanted our pyramid to be 100 levels high? Well, the number of blocks grows really quickly. So instead of having to count the number of blocks manually, why don't you write a Java function that would calculate the total number of blocks for you? It can take an input argument that is a number of levels that we want, and it will return the number of blocks required to build a pyramid. For example, in this case here, if it takes the input 3, then it will return 14 because we need 3 times 3 plus 2 times 2 plus 1, which is 14. So instead of having to count the blocks manually, why don't you write a Java function that would calculate the total number of blocks for you? It would take an input which is equal to the number of levels in that pyramid, and it would output the number of blocks needed to build such pyramid. In this case, for example, the input would be equal to 3, and it would calculate the number of blocks to be 14. The way it works is it adds the number of blocks for each level, starting with the first one, 1 times 1, plus the second layer, which is formed of 2 times 2 blocks, plus the third layer, which is made up of 3 times 3 blocks. Adding those numbers together gives us the value of 14, which is the output of this function. Try to implement this function so that it works with any input we give it, and it would calculate the number of blocks for such pyramid.